Hi guys, so I'm here with my September favourites video. Kind of hard for me to film if I'm honest, because September was just a really terrible month for me. Like personally, I've had a lot of horrible things happen and currently are still happening. Basically work-wise has just gone really badly and I'm now in an awful position, which so I've been pretty miserable for 3 weeks or so now, and it's all stuff that's been out of my hands and I haven't been able to control, but it hasn't really made me feel any better. So yeah, when it's come time to film my favourites, I don't have a lot of favourites really guys, but as always I will start with my favourite book of the month, and that was Bringing Down the Duke by Evie Dunmore, and this is the debut novel and the first book in a new series, and I'm really glad I stumbled across this book on Instagram, because it was a really good historical romance read. I thought it had a lot of substance to it, I thought it had a lot of depth, and I just really enjoyed it. The romance was sort of made more believable because I feel like it was a slow burn. It wasn't sort of insta-lust, or insta-love I should say. I really felt like the author built up the tension between the characters and that we got to know the characters, so I really enjoyed this book, and I'm really looking forward to the next book in the series whenever that comes out. My favourite movie of the month has to be Jumanji, the new version with The Rock, Kevin Hart and Jack Black. I literally only saw this movie this month. I don't know what has taken me such a long time to get around to seeing that film, but I watched it with Shay and I loved it. I thought it was so funny, literally, and out of everything I think I found Jack Black the funniest. I thought his acting, like pretending to be like a teenage girl stuck in a man's body in a game, oh my god, I just found it so funny. So yeah, I absolutely loved that. Shay and I also went to the cinema this month and we saw It Chapter 2, and I enjoyed it. I thought that the actors that they got to play the kids all grown up were really good. Particularly, I mean, I'm terrible with actor names, but whoever played Richie grown up and Eddie grown up, and even Bill, actually, I know that was James McAvoy, he was the only one that I can remember. I thought they were really good, and there was definitely like not a lot going on, I want to say. Like, I found it very funny, which I don't know if it's supposed to be funny, but the bits that Pennywise was in, there was definitely some tension there. The scene in the fun house, I thought was particularly good, and even though, like, because I'm not a horror movie watcher guys, it's not my genre, I'm very easily scared, it's just not for me, but I enjoyed It Chapter 1, so obviously we had to watch It Chapter 2. And the bit where he kills the young girl under the bleachers, I was just waiting for something to happen. I was like, oh my god. But it was good, but I enjoyed it, but I don't think I enjoyed it as much as part 1, is what I will say. So my next favourite is my new purse. I think I got this at the beginning of the month, I'm not sure, but I have the handbag that matches this, and I've had that for like over a year, so it's taken me ages to bite the bullet and get the matching purse. So that's what it looks like. I like it because it's nice and long. It can fit like my cards in here, it can fit some change, fits notes, whereas before I had like my cards separate from my purse, whereas now everything's all together, and I really like it. And obviously I love the tattoo style of it. Very tempted to get a Disney tattoo in this style, because it's very like Sailor Jerry type tattooing, but yeah, I don't know if I will or not. Also, I love this. I haven't had the chance to really play with it yet, but I just love that it exists, and it's the Villains eyeshadow palette. And it looks like this. I got this, I think, on Truffle Shuffle, but you can also get it on the Disney store. It's just don't know how well, oh right, can't see that. Let me take that off. So just an eyeshadow palette. Some quite nice colours in there. Primark are now doing one as well, their own Villains palette, but I haven't seen that in person yet. So there's that. And then my next favourite, I would say, is my nails. I literally only got these done last week, but the nails I had on before that, guys, they were atrocious. Like, I only had them on for a week and they were chipping and peeling. I don't know what it was. I went to the same place I normally go to, but the nails were absolutely horrendous. And I used to go not regularly, but quite easily, because it was near where I worked. So I could get an appointment after work, I could get an appointment at lunchtime, but with everything that's happened recently, I haven't been just down the road. So basically I had about 3 weeks of absolutely atrocious nails. Some that I attempted to fix with nail glue, some I just filed down because they were so bad. So I have fresh nails and they feel so good, and they're sort of like a I like to think of them as like a almost like a black cherry colour. I really like them. They're definitely autumnal, and I'm really feeling the dark nails. So yeah, really loving them. And then my last favourite, guys, is 2 candle holders that I bought from the Disney store. The first one is this one, and obviously it's Jack Skeleton. They are designed for votive candles, but I don't have real candles in my room. When I was younger, my mum would never have let me, and it's just a fear that I still have. So yeah, I don't have votive candles or any kind of candles in my room, but I do put a little battery operated tea light. You're not going to see very well because it's daylight, but I just put that in there, and when it's dark, he looks really, it's not going to be dark enough for you guys to see, but yeah, when it's dark, he looks really cool. And I put a colour changing one in it instead of like a candle effect, because we have a lot of these like in the house, and we've got different types. We've got ones that colour change and we've got ones that flicker like real candles, but for this one I really just wanted colour changing because I thought it would look really cool against the white. But ooh, and now I've lost the tea light. So yeah, he looks really cool. But yeah, he does have that there, so in case you wanted to put a real candle in there, and that's what he looks like at the back. But I just have my little battery operated tea light in there. And then the second one that I got is this one, and it's the Mickey Mouse pumpkin head. And I saw this popping up on Instagram and I was like, oh my god, please tell me that we can get this in the UK, because it was people in America that were finding it and I couldn't find it anywhere over here, and I was like flicking through comments and things like that, and then it started to appear in the European stores. People were finding it and it still wasn't out over here, and I don't have a very local Disney store, not one that's, you know, just down the road or anything, so I just kept waiting and waiting, and finally it did come out over here online, and so I picked him up. Again, it's designed for a real candle. It has the cutout there, and then you take that off there. So it's designed, it's kind of almost like a little teapot with this, but it's designed so that you can put real candles in there. But again, I will only be using it for tea lights, but it's so cute, and on the back it says Happy Halloween. But yeah, I was obsessed. I had to find this pumpkin Mickey Mouse. But I'm going to be trying to curb my habits because I'm in a bit of a precarious situation, so I won't be doing anything crazy on the Disney store for a while. So yeah, that's all my favourites for this month, guys. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you all soon. Happy reading.